Shalom, 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 shalom. Wait, Tawadi Yahweh by Shab Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Mahavaka Kwadash. Wait, Tawadi Yahweh, Tawadi Yahweh Shai, Tawadi Yahweh, Tawadi Yahweh Shai, Tawadi Yahweh, Tawadi Yahweh Shai. For allowing me for another day to get out here and to minister to the hopeful elect and hopes that they will be saved within these last days. Another day to be able to minister this word. Let's go. We're going to flow with the Spirit. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of things. And you know what? Lord willing, certain things I want to change. We're going to start getting out here more early as well. We're going to do them early lessons. Right? We don't care who's watching us, who monitors us. They want you to be in fear. Don't be in fear. Teach this word and serve Yahweh Shai. And you can even see it. You can even see it in their faces. Ugh. You can see the filth in their faces. Anyway, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 5. Set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not I have enough for my life. So the goods we have, the scripture says, give us this day our daily bread. So all we need is our daily bread, and that's it. All right? Our sustenance, and our daily bread starts with this word. And say not I have enough for my life. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. So we don't want to follow our own mind. Let's go to Proverbs quickly. I don't think a lot of these people, they can't get up on time. I've seen about probably 5 people the most. Yeah, they're lazy. Let's go to Proverbs, Babakasha 3. This is Proverbs. Hold on just a minute. And 5. And it says, trust in the Lord Yahweh Shai with all our hearts and lean not unto their own understanding. So we got to keep on trusting the Lord no matter how it looks. No matter how things look. No matter what situations we're going through, we have to trust in Him. No matter what. That's what the Lord wants us to do. Doesn't matter how the situation looks. It may look a certain way. But guess what? The Lord's got us, and if the Lord is for us, who can be against us? There's a lot of cover-ups that go on in society. A lot of cover-ups. A lot of dirty things happen in society. But they want to blame us. We are not to blame. We're just bringing you this word, and Lord willing, you're going to receive it. All right? Want to call people mad, but you're doing criminal deeds, criminal stuff. All right? Of course they knew I was here. Because once one person sees you, all they need to do is send a message on this app. Oh, he's up. He's in town. That's all they need to do. Then all the demons come out to play. Bro, we don't care, man. We're here to teach this word. This is the most beautiful thing you can be doing. All right? Where you stay stagnant. So now we're going to go back to Ecclesiastes 5. And it says, and say not, who shall control me? For my works, for the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. So a lot of the people, they're thinking, who's going to control me? The Lord Jehovah is going to revenge that pride, man. And He hates pride. One of the things He hates the most is pride. Say not I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? For the Lord is long-suffering. He will not in no wise let thee go. Concerning propitiation. Be not without fear to add sin to sin. So, yeah, you might sin, but don't be like, I can just sin and sin and sin and sin and sin, and the Lord ain't going to see it. He judges us for what we do. So we got to repent as immediately as we go off. Repent to Yahweh Shai. And say not, His mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from Him. And His indignation resteth upon sinners. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. I'm not making no tarrying. That's why I thought, you know what? Get up early, come out here, teach this word. Make no tarrying. So if you're tarrying, you're putting it off. And put not off from day to day. So we don't, I'll leave it to tomorrow. I'll leave it to Wednesday. There might not be a tomorrow. You got to teach this word now. There might not be a tomorrow. And it says, Baba Kashar, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from today to day. Every single day you have to be preoccupied in this word. Every single day. We're at that point now. So you got men, they're dilly-dallying. You got men that take 3 days, 5 days off. They're not really concerned about Yahweh Shai because, I don't know. Are they of the elect? I don't know. but the elect are going to have certain traits, right? A lot of things be going on, man. A lot of things are going on. You got men coming to camp on weekends, looking demonic as hell, looking hella demonic, not having the spirit, sensual. We're going to go into that as well. And it says, and in the security, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in that security, comfort. We can't get too comfortable. Thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So we can't get comfortable. This is not our rest. Micah 2:10. Arise ye in the path, for this is not our rest, for it will utterly destroy you with a sore destruction. We can't rest here. All right? When we quickly go to Thessalonians as well, excuse me. Thessalonians 5th chapter, but of the times and season, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, that's comfortability. Then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So these destructions, these calamities are going to come. It might even happen in 2025. The new year is just around the corner. Just around the corner. When's the new year? What? I think it's someone told me it's next Wednesday. I think it's next Wednesday, right? So listen, things are speeding up. We're in that time. Right? This whole system, you can see it's breaking down. This whole system's breaking down. And these people, they see you as a threat because what you're speaking, it's anti this world, right? We're speaking of another kingdom. And a lot of people don't like that. Why? Because they're comfortable here. They've made their bed here. They don't have faith. So if you're talking about another kingdom, you're raining on their parade. They don't want to hear that. They're blaming you for everything that happens. They're blaming you. He's the reason why these things are happening. Society's going down. They're blaming you. But in order for one system to go down, another system and another kingdom, even for one kingdom to go down, another kingdom is going to be established. And that's Yahweh's kingdom. This is what we're waiting for. Excuse me. This is what we're waiting for. You know, brothers got to have faith in this. Stop playing around. A lot of men, you can clearly see, you can just see they don't have the spirit. They were them same wicked kings, same wicked princes, right? That Jeremiah was dealing with, Isaiah was dealing with, Micah I was dealing with. They're not in the spirit. They're in the flesh. You got men coming to camp in a demonic spirit. Can't really hold their own. Like you need like a 30-man, 10-man camp, and you're still not in the spirit. You're still not in the spirit. Unbelievable. It's mad, isn't it? It's just crazy. It's crazy. A lot of these men they're not in the spirit of Yahweh. Okay? Mad. And this is Brother Kisha. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Chapter 5. And 8. Set not the heart upon thy goods unjustly gotten. So a lot of these men, they have unjustly goods as well. Right? All right. See, he has to speak loud. He has to speak loud. Just this bozo, man. Bro, people are just bozos out here, man. You're not going to stop the words. And every time we come out here, we're knocking down them gates. We are knocking down them gates, man. Wait, this is heavy because this is a gate as well. Hold on. Hold on. This is a gate, right? You see how this is a little gate? We're knocking down them gates. So keep on speaking, keep on teaching. You're doing a good thing. Your Habasha wants you to do that. Doesn't want you to sit on your ass all day, do nothing. Go to work, come back, you're tired. You can't even do a lesson. I mean, the spirit ain't in you. If you can't listen, if you can't bring forth this word, then the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Then when it comes to Saturday, you're just having a normal conversation. You might as well stay at home, get some wine and just have a conversation. The prophets were not in that spirit. They were rebuking, they were casting down, they were teaching the gospel, they were teaching Yahweh Shai. For they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. So even the riches that were ill-gotten riches, they're not even going to profit you. You got certain men that came into this for monetary gain, right? Taking flights, taking trips with brothers' money, become wicked. But really, that's none of our business anyway, because if you pay a brother, it's not really none of our business what they do. But there's certain brothers, they're wolves, grievous wolves. They're working for the enemy. I always say I don't get paid for doing this. With the hours I put in, the dedication, I don't get paid. Now, people might drop me a few pounds here and there, but I don't get paid for it. The Holy Spirit has to be in you. It has to be dealing with you. You have to want it. You have to have a passion. You have to have the zeal. You have to have the Holy Spirit to be dealing with you to do what we're doing. But then you're just wasting your time. But we know you have men that have crept in unaware. There's so many things on my mind now. I'm just trying to keep it one thing at a time. So the riches are not going to profit you. Go to Proverbs now. Flowing with the Spirit this morning. Proverbs 29. Hold on just a minute. Riches profit not in a day of wrath. Found it. This is Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in a day of wrath. So all them riches you got ain't gonna do nothing for you. Them ill-gotten riches. Riches profit not in a day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. So that's what's gonna deliver you. What's gonna deliver you is your righteousness in Yahweh Shai. That's what's gonna deliver you. And if you're not righteous, you're just wicked, bro. You're gonna die with the rest of the people here, bro. That's what's gonna happen. This is a narrow path. This is a path of difficulty. This is not the path, it's a path of difficulty. The righteous of the upright shall deliver them. Oh, the righteous of the perfect shall direct his way. So the righteousness is of Yahweh Shai, and he's the one that directs our way. Go this way. No, don't go that way. Don't go there. That's why sometimes you just stay put. Sometimes you won't even go out. All our ways are of Yahweh Shai. All of our ways. But the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. So we see people doing wicked. We see that. You know about the program. You should know about the program right now. How people monitor people, watch their every move. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because the Lord's, listen, you've seen the Lord has destroyed nations. He's destroyed cities. He's destroyed towns. He's completely done away. Listen, the Lord will deal with that. He wants you to teach his words. All right? The enemy, his whole job is to make you, what's the word? His whole job is to make you not efficient in the ministry. As long as you're teaching, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, what these people do, it doesn't really matter. It don't matter. They want you to care. Doesn't matter what they do, because the Lord controls them. Everything they do, it's the Lord that's controlling them. This is a test. It's a test to see, are you going to give up? Oh no, but I can't take it. I got people watching me. So what? Because if you wasn't important, then they wouldn't watch you. If you wasn't saying particular things, then they wouldn't watch you. You can get that out of your head now. That's old news, man. Gang stalking is just people that want to hold you back from your potential, that want to sabotage, and that's all it is. Gang stalking is a form of jealousy, envy. That's the stem of it. Forget about that now. Grow up. You may point out certain things, new things they do, but the Lord wants you to get into scriptures. The Lord doesn't want you to be focusing on evil. Gang stalking he doesn't want you to be focused on that. Oh, who's listening in to my conversations? Who's watching me? Who's coming out of the store? It's all to create paranoia and schizophrenic and make you seem mad to the public. That's why this method was done. Forget about it. Just leave it alone. It don't matter. They want to be a part of your world. They're just the background characters. They're NPCs. They're NPCs. They're nothing special. And they want to have a say on how you do things as well. Proverbs 11:6, the righteous of the upright shall deliver them, but the transgressor shall be taken in their own naughtiness. So we see these people doing naughtiness. Well, they're going to be taken in it. You have to have faith. They're going to be taken in their own naughtiness. But our whole thing is to remain stable, stay on your square or your circle, whatever you call it, and teach the word. When a wicked man dieth, you got these people talk about death because they're in the spirit of death. They're the children of darkness. If you're a children of darkness, what you're going to be speaking about is death, because that's what you represent. We talk about life, because Yahushua gave us life, and he came to give it unto us more abundantly. It's like my lips are dry. And he came to give it to us more abundantly. My lips are dry up right now. And it says, Brother Kishore. And when a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of the unjust men perisheth. So you don't need to worry about no death. The wicked are dying. Listen, they're dying slowly. The wicked are dying, bro. They ain't got no energy, man. They get their energy from messing with you, from getting a reaction from you. That's where they get their energy from. Demons don't have no real source of energy. So they need to seek it. They need to go to the children of God to get that energy. Right? The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. So if you're a righteous man, the Lord delivers you from trouble. And a lot of the times he sets you by yourself to get you away from all this mental chaos and the wickedness that people be doing. You're in good hands, man. These people want you to, what it really comes down to, you have people out here, they see the blessings, certain blessings upon your life, how the Lord may be blessing you here and blessing you there. They don't like that. So they come together in a unit to try to stop, not so much stop it, but slow it down. That's what they do. Because their lives are obviously not going the way they wanted it to. That's what they do. Right? But always remember, the Lord's in control. And don't worry, because the Lord Yahushua is shutting down this program as well. He's shutting it down. More and more I hear, and I like to spread the word about gang stalking, because more and more people, I ask them, do you know what gang stalking is? And most people, they know what it is now. They're like, yeah, I've heard about it. I see it. Right? The Lord is shutting down this whole program. Okay? That's for real. And it says, Baba Kishar, and the hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor. So you have hypocrites. Guess what they do? They try to destroy their own neighbors. But they're not going to do that to us. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad how, what people do, man. Whether it's for money, whether it's not for money. It's crazy, man. These people are crazy what they do. But the Lord's shutting down this whole program. Right? I don't know why you don't just put it on the thing, man.
Oh.
Yeah, but it could piss on my bag.
It won't piss, it's a girl.
Anyway, let's continue, man. And it says, Baba Kashai, the hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but knowledge shall be what? We shall be delivered. So we're going to be delivered. It's easy. You just need to put it on a thing, innit? And put the lead back on it. See, people, they just want to agitate us, man. People just want to agitate us. But this is what we deal with. This is what we deal with every day. We have to deal with nonsense, man. I hate this kingdom. All we have to do is just put the lead on the dog. Then walk past it, and when you walk past, just take the lead off. Flipping out. Even the dogs agree. Even the dogs are saying, yeah, you're right. So let's go back to where we were. And he that is void of wisdom despises his neighbor. Right? So make sure you're not despising your neighbor, man. But a man of understanding hold of his peace. So we got to hold our peace as well. Sometimes you hold your peace. Right? So we went to that Baba Kishon. All right, keep going. More clowns. All right, what else have we got? Hold on just a minute. Man, go to bed, man. These retards, right? I ain't gonna let these listen. I ain't gonna let these retards talk upon you. They're done. They look done, man. They look half dead, baby. Hey, bro, these people are robots, bro. Hey, it's time to wake up, brothers. Wake out of sleep. Wake up out of sleep. Right? Excuse me just a minute. I'm just thinking what else I can find. I haven't written down those scriptures. I might have to start doing that sometimes again. It's good. Hold on just a minute. All right, we got something. This is Luke 21 and 33. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. So heaven and earth is going to pass away through via nuclear, thermal, and destruction. 2 Peter 3 and 10. What manner of persons are we supposed to be, knowing that all these things shall perish? All these things shall perish. What manner of man are we supposed to be? It's all gonna perish. Bro, we gotta get our minds we gotta get our minds ready. Bro, they can't come with you. Right? These people can't come with you, man. They can't. That's why, bro, we have to fulfill this mission. We can't leave no stone unturned. Which just tells it. We can't leave no stones unturned. We want to make sure we've done everything we could. And not if I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Just give it your all. And who knows? And it says, but my word shall not pass away. So these words are eternal. These words that we're speaking, they don't pass away. So what would you rather want to do? You want to teach this word. Because these words, this is what give us life. This is what's producing life. Without this word, you're spiritually dead. Spiritually and physically. These people, they're spiritually dead. They're sending out the women now. They're spiritually dead. We are alive through this word. Right? They don't have the hope that we have. They could have it, but they chose to join Satan. They chose to join Satan's side. We have that hope. So we got to move with that hope that we have. Right? And these people with their stupid enchantments as well. Like, listen, we're winning. We are on the winning team. But it's just about enduring. Now you have to endure. You know the truth. You know the faith. Now you have to fight to keep the faith. Because now there's going to be opposition. All right? And this wouldn't happen unless you have something really, 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 really precious. Okay. And it says, Baba Kushra, these people don't know. These people don't even know what they're doing with themselves. All right? Bro, we're on the winning team. Don't you want to be on the winning team? We are on the winning team. You have to endure. And everything that Satan throws at you, you kind of, would I say absorb it? No, you put on your shield of faith, which is the words. Come on now. Huh? Hold on. That's what you do. You put on that shield. You put on that shield. They're all coming out now. Lazy boy. You can see them rubbing. You can even see them rubbing the sleep off their eyes. What, wasn't it early enough? I might come out earlier, man. Remember, they're not in control of you. It's an illusion to give you. They're not in control. You're controlling them. You have the authority to go where you want to go. No one's stopping you. So anyway, baby, just a minute. And it says, take heed to yourselves, lest anytime your hearts be... Listen, and take heed to yourselves, lest anytime your hearts be overcharged with serviting. So another thing I'm learning to be more disciplined. Right? Doggy's coming over now. So let's make sure we're not surfeiting too much. Surfeiting is over excess. Right?
In the Harry, no. Sorry. Come on, you. Oh, literally left them yesterday.
All right, man. See, this is what they do, bro. Just for attention. All right, there's demons behind this, bro. Like, exactly, you couldn't just put it on a lead. As enforce, hold them. And take heed to yourselves, lest anytime your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting. Surfeiting is giddiness, drunkenness, overindulgence. So we have to be disciplined, watch what we're putting into our body, watch how we're moving, all these things. Right? That's what we got to watch. Right? Come on now. And drunkenness and cares of this life that day come upon you unaware. So don't be getting too drunk. Make sure we're balanced. This is going to be an interesting new year. So much judgments, bro. So much. The Passover coming up. Men are going to be partaking in the Passover wickedly with an evil mind. Always happens. All the time this year, you see a lot of men, they get demonic because that's the spirit they were in 2,000 years ago during the Passover. So you're going to see the same thing. And it says, for as a snare, a trap it shall come upon all them that dwell upon the face of the earth. So it's going to come as a snare, as a trap. upon the whole earth. That's why I want to be ready. I want to be focused. I want to be ready for the Lamb to come. Say, this is my faithful servant. Forget about everything else. This is the matrix. It's distractions. Do what you have to do to serve the Lord. Don't get caught up in the mental chaos. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. So we want to watch and pray. You have to watch as well as pray. So you're watching the signs, the news, the things that are going on, and you're praying as well as praying constantly. Because the prayer is going to keep you attached to Yahweh Shai. If you're not praying, you're not going to stay attached to Yahweh Shai. So you pray and escape all these things that should come to pass. What's going to come to pass? Wars, pestilence, rioting, right? A lot of mad stuff's going to start going on. A lot of stuff that's mentioned within these scriptures. So you have to pray that the Lord keeps you and delivers you from evil. Let's go to Matthew's as well. We go to Matthew's, Baba Kasha, a key prayer. This is Matthew 6 and 11. Actually, go to verse 9. After this manner, therefore, pray ye, our Father, right? Which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. So we want his will to be done. Hold on, let this go, huh? So yeah, we want his will to be done, right? His will be done. The Lord's will. And it is being done, all right? His will be done in earth as it is in heaven, right? And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. Give us this day our daily bread. So we got our daily bread. This is the daily bread. Give us this day our daily bread. The words to get us through is the word that gets you through. And our physical. The Lord gives us the physical as well. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Lead us not into temptation. Guess who leads you into temptation? The devil. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. So we want to be delivered from evil and temptation. For thine kingdom and power and the glory forever. Amen. Right? For if we forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. And guess what we're finding out in this truth? A lot of men have not forgiven their brothers of their trespasses. That's why the Lord stripped the spirit from them, because they were not abiding by what the principles of the scriptures, what Yahweh told you about loving your brother. They're not doing that. So now certain men lost the spirit. Some of them lost it 2 years ago. Some of them lost it 4 years ago. Why? Because how they were treating brothers. And you never know, you may be treating a brother like rubbish, and you're treating a man of the Lord who could be up there like trash. And if you're not of the elect, the Lord's going to remove your spirit and bless that man. I've seen it. I've seen men that are in the camp, right? And you're on the other side of the camp. They treat, excuse my language, they treat men like shit. I've seen it. They treat men like shit. Talking to men any type of way, just because they're in the camp. And you got a lot of men that are crept in, right? You got a lot of men that are crept in unawares as well. Crept in into this truth. Unawares. That's why, guess what this comes down to? It comes down to whether you're of the elect or not. That's what it comes down to. You're not of the elect because you're in a camp. Right? You're not of the elect because you're in a camp. Right? You see, this dog likes me. It's picking up on my energy. Yeah, you're not of the elect because you're in a camp. Right? We're gonna go to Jude. Yeah, the dogs, they get like that. They pick up on energy. Good energy. So we're gonna go to Jude now. Right? Yeah, they tried to break me, bro. And one thing I want to say as well, a part of your stalking, your gang stalking, whatever when you call it, guess who's behind that as well? Some of these men that claim to be in the truth as well, they're behind that. Facts. And a lot of these men have given up. They sold their soul. They're just, you are wasting your time, man. And you don't have the spirit as well. You don't have the spirit of Yahweh. You wasting your time, man. You teaching the word deceitfully. So what do you think Yahushua is going to do to you? Huh? You teaching the word deceitfully, bro. Right? Cursed be he that doeth the work deceitfully. So you going to make yourself cursed, man. You could have been blessed, but no, you made yourself cursed. Because you're doing the work of the Lord deceitfully. And the Lord wants his men to have sincerity. Jude 1. And check this out. 3. Beloved, when I gave you diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, right? That you should earnestly I exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. So you're supposed to contend for this faith. That's what the Lord wants you to do. Contend. Fight. Strive for the faith. Right? Which was once delivered unto the saints. For there are certain men, crept in unawares. So it mentions men creeping into the truth and unaware. So men were unaware of how these men creeped in. It says unawares, unsuspectedly. They crept in like slithery, like cockroaches, man, like slithery, slimy crabs, man. And I can see them. I don't know if the apostles can. And I'm not really going to have a go at the apostle of Great Millstone, but with age should come more discernment. That's why the scripture says, aged men are not always wise. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You could be of an age, but you may not be wise. I've told you these things for years, that you had men that were in camps that they're clearly not right. There's just something just not right. And it says Baba Kishar. And crept in unawares who were before of old ordained to this condemnation, ungodly men turning the grace of our God into lasciviousness and denying our only Lord, Mashiach. So that's what they were doing. Denying Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So they're ungodly, man. Yeah, I told you got niggas up in this. Hey. I was just about to piss upon my thing. So ungodly men. And it says Baba Kushra. Where else was there? What else? So we went to that. You're gonna get that, bro. You're gonna have men that come in this, they're not right. The Lord warned us of this. So I got something we went for. We're gonna hold on, one thing at a time. Baba Kushra. John, let's go to John as well. And we got Matthew 23. This is Matthew 23. When spake Yahushua to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you, observe and do, but do ye not after their works, for they say, and do not. So everything they tell you to do, observe it, but don't do it, because they say, and they're not doing it. They're not practicing what they preach. Right? Bugger off. And it says Baba Kisha. And it says Baba Kisha. And it says Baba Kisha. And it says, do not. And they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and they lay them on men's shoulders. Do this, do that, keep the law. But they themselves will not move with one of their fingers. They're telling you to do this, but they're not moving it with one of their fingers. They're not even doing. These men, they were not doers. They were not really doers of the word. They were just about having a position, and that's it. But all their works they do to be seen of men, so they do have works. But their works were just to be seen of men. It wasn't for Yahweh Shai. It wasn't to glorify him. Right? It wasn't to glorify Yahweh Shai. It was to glorify themselves so they can be seen. So they're just coming out because they have the carnal world in their hand. Right? They were sitting up there with Herod, man. Sitting up there with them politicians, man. Being corrupt. Right? So what? What makes you think you're going to make it? You have your consolation here. You have it here. This rubbish right here. This filth. Right? The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exhorted. So, the vilest men are exhorted. So, if you're part of a structure within teaching the truth, you're exalted. You're vile. That means you love the vile. The wickedest men walk on every side, but the vilest men are exalted. So that means you're part of the wicked. The Pharisees, they were up there with Herod, man, enjoying the little delicacies, man. Right? They were the gatekeepers of this world. But the scripture says the gates of hell shall not prevail. Hey, 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 right, hey. But the gates of hell shall not prevail. Right? And it says, Baba Kisha. So like I just got to move these dogs. I don't want them taking a pee on my bag or something. And it says Baba Kisha. But they themselves will not move them on one of their fingers. All their works to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments to be seen. They want to be seen. Right? But you really want to be sincere. Right? That's what you want to be. Doing this for vainglory, man. The Lord don't care how much subscribers you have. He don't care how much subscribers you have on YouTube. How much people follow you. Do you have the spirit of Yahushua? Yes or no? Yes or no? That's what it comes down to. And it says, check this out. And they love the uppermost rooms at the feast and the chief seats in the synagogues. So they just love to do things to be seen. And the key thing, the chief seats in the synagogues as well. Right? So, yeah, they had synagogues. They had buildings. Right? I had some idiot tell me, right? Some fool in the camp. Oh yeah, the synagogue. When you're talking about synagogues, it's not a building. Yes, it is a building. It says it. A synagogue is a temple and a building, man, where people gather. So these men, they had buildings. The buildings were given to them because they were paid off. They were under the 501c3 charter, which is a gag order to only mention certain things. Type in the 501c3 charter. It's a gag order. You can only mention certain things. So that's what happened, man. They could only mention certain things. They can't teach you the whole truth. Right? They can't teach you the whole entire truth. Only certain things they can teach you. Alright? So hold on. And greeters in the market and be called a man, Rabbi. So they were known. If you didn't greet them, if you wasn't really bigging them up, they get funny about it. They'd have the greetings, man. More doggies. Where are all these doggies coming from? What's it, Doggy Sunday? Hey, there we go. Yeah, these are all just distractions anyway. Let's keep it going. And it says, Baba Kashan, but be not called men rabbi, for one is your master, Mashiach, in heaven. So that's our master. You got other men calling men masters. Yeah, what's up, king? Respect of persons, man. Right? Easy. Just put it on the lead. Just put the flipping dog on the lead, man. These people, they're stupid. The dogs, they're not babies, they're bloody dogs. Right? Just put a lead on it.
Come here.
What's wrong with these people, man? Common sense. Hey.
Rambo.
Hey.
No.
Oh, man.
Don't be a pest.
Hey. What you want? Nice looking dog right there. Bear with me. Hi. So yeah, man, we're not supposed to be in the spirit of a Pharisee, and you want to make sure you're not in the spirit of them wicked Pharisees, man. Right? Yeah, they like me. Very. They like me. All this attention I'm getting. But anyways, we're not supposed to be in the spirit of them wicked Pharisees. Right? Sometimes you do want to withdraw yourself. Right? Sometimes you want to withdraw yourself from the public. Yahushua was doing, that's another thing. Yahushua was not always up in the public. Some of the time he was withdrawing himself. Right? He didn't want all that attention. See, learn of me. We're going to go to that as well. Go to Matthew. Get into these scriptures. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of envy. There's a lot of things going on. I want to go to Matthew's 11. Check this out. Matthew's 11. And yeah, start at the top. And it came to pass when Yahushua had made an end of commanding his 12 disciples, he departed thence to teach and to preach in their cities. Now when John had heard in the prison the works of Mashiach, he sent 2 of his disciples and said unto him, art thou he that should come, or do we look for another? Yahushua asked and said unto him, go and show John again those things which you do hear and see. So they wanted to know, is this the Messiah? And the blind receive their sight, and the lame walk, and the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, and the dead are raised, right, up, and the poor have the gospel preached unto them. This is what it's about, preaching the gospel unto the dead, right, the spiritually dead. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. That's another thing. Blessed is he that shall not. So there's blessings with not being, reading these scriptures. Oh, I don't like that. I can't get over what's written in this particular scripture. Blessed is he that's not offended in me. So you also got, men, there's certain doctrines, and it's been for years and years and years, they were disgruntled. You got men that are disgruntled and they don't like certain things that are in the scriptures, you know, the grape doctrine. That was a major stumbling block. That was a major stumbling block to a lot of people. And other things as well, Israelite foreigners, another stumbling block. So there's many stumbling blocks. People just get offended, man, right? And if you're offended at the Lord, then how do you expect him to deal with you? And as they departed, Yahushua began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, what went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the winds. So what did you think you would see when you see John the Baptist? A reed shaken with a wind. A reed is soft, right? John was a very rough man, austere, which had the spirit of Elijah. No one, because he had the spirit of Elijah, right? But what he went out to see, a man clothed in soft raiment. Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in king's houses. So those that wear gay clothing, soft clothing, they're living quite good, fancy, comfortable in king's houses. John was austere. What do you expect to see when you saw John? A reed shaking with the winds? Like he was a rough man, rough, eating honey and locusts in the wilderness. And it says, for this is he whom it is written, behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare the way before thee. So who was that? John the Baptist. He was preparing the way for the Lord, paving that way for the Lord, right? And it says, Baba Kishar, verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there has not risen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. So he that is least in the kingdom, that is humble, right, is greater than he. For the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. From the days of John the Baptist, remember that 2,000 years ago, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. So it's still suffering that same violence, because them same men are back here again today, suffering violence. So the king, us, was suffering that violence from who? The Romans. The Romans today are Edomites, right? And it says, and the violent take it by force. For all the prophets and the Lord prophesied until John. And if you will receive it, this is Elias, which was for to come. So John the Baptist had the spirit of Elijah, if you can receive it. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole Abba Bivens thing as well. I did agree with that, but I'm not getting into that, because the scriptures, the spirit of John the Baptist, it came back, the spirit of Elijah came back as John the Baptist. It stops there. Now, is John the Baptist on the earth today? Yeah, but you don't definitely know who that is. You don't definitely know who that is. That's why the scriptures told you, don't get caught up in endless genealogies. Don't get caught up in that. I'm not going to get, is Abba Bivens, is he John the Baptist? I don't know. I do believe he was a holy man, but I don't know. Because when it says he shall turn the heart of the fathers back to their children, well, who done that? Who done that? John the Baptist done that. So I'm not going to get into genealogies of other men. I'm not going to go into King Marshall. Is he King David? You don't know if he is for certain. You don't know. It's not a fact. You'll find that in the kingdom. That's why you don't want to get into those things. Yeah, the great King Marshal and this. You want to make sure you're not putting another man, because the apostles, they were not esteeming each other more than Yahweh Shai. They were not doing that. So you got to be careful to not get in the traditions of men. Remember, Yahweh Shai is before every prophet. Yahweh Shai is before every prophet. He's the one you want to esteem. Okay? So let's go. He that have ears to hear, let him hear. But where shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets, calling their fellows. So a lot of brothers are in the marketplaces, and we're calling out to our fellows, man. Right? And it says, Baba Kasham, and saying, me a piped unto you. The piping is this word. And you have not danced, we have mourned unto you, and you have not lamented. So the people, they're not lamenting. We're piping unto you, we're calling it, but you're still not lamenting to us. Right? And it says, Baba Kasham, you have not lamented, we have mourned unto you, you have not lamented. For John came neither eating nor drinking. And they say he have a devil. So John was not eating nor drinking. So most of the time he was fasting. And they still said he had a devil. This is John the Baptist. So what does this say? Hold on. The Son of Man came eating and drinking. Yahweh shall like to sit down with the apostles and eat and drink. And they say, behold, a man gluttonous and a wine bibber. So you see how these people are. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Right? And they're trying to get you involved in some type of initiation as well. We're not part of your cults, man. Just bugger off, man. Go away, man. You're irritant, man. You're a liability to us, man. They are. If you're not serving the Lord Yahushua, you are a liability to us, man. Just get out the way. You're holding things up. Even though they're not holding things up, because Yahushua is in control. But you see how it was. John the Baptist never came eating or drinking. And they said he had a devil. When he didn't. The Son of Man came eating and drinking. And they said, what did they say? He had a devil. Now he was a man gluttonous. And a wine bibber. See how these people are. No matter what you do, they're going to have an issue. They're going to have a problem. No matter what you do. Right? But that's the ways of the world. So let's see what else we can get. And the Son of Man came, eating and drinking, and they say, behold, a man gluttonous. See, he's greedy. Look, he's eating. And a wine bibber, a friend of publicans and sinners. Look, he's sitting with them publicans and sinners. He's greedy as well. He's yamming off the whole plate. All right? And it says, but wisdom is justified of her children. But wisdom is justified of her children. So we get justified by the Lord through applying this wisdom and doing what's pleasing to him. But woe unto Chavizin, woe unto Bethsheba. For if the mighty works, I believe that's where, Peter was raised, Bethsheba? It was a fishing port. For in thy mighty works were done in you and have done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes. But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon at that day of judgment than for you. Wow. So there's certain places that were destroyed. They're going to be more tolerable than what? Than the places that are destroyed today. But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon at the day of judgment than for you. And then Capernaum, which are exalted unto heaven, shall be brought down to hell. For if the mighty works which have been done indeed have been done in Sodom, it would have remained unto this day. But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment for thee. So that means it's going to be a great judgment on certain parts of the earth. Right? Still useless. Maybe. And it's a very good shot. At that time, Yahweh answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, O Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things, right, from the wise and prudent, and has revealed them unto babes. Right? All right there.
Yeah, good, mate.
Yeah, I'm feeling good today, man.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. So yes, he's revealed these things unto babes. Right? That good energy. I like that. That good energy, bro. See? You reciprocate that, man. Good energy. Stop being negative. Get out of that negative energy. All right, we're gonna do more. Lord, when I want to come to this park more as well. Get out here, enjoy yourself. This is our freedom. This is our freedom. A lot of people say, "Oh, what?" But it's not much. But what's he doing? It's the same thing, bruh. It don't matter. You're teaching the word, but it's the same thing, bro. What do you expect me to do? Ride all the way to London? Sometimes I do that, bro. It's all according to the spirit, man. It's about the word you're teaching. And this word's going out. What do you want me to do? Oh, well, so hold on. If it doesn't matter, because if I ride to another place, the same thing will happen because it's spiritual. So no matter where you go, it's gonna be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's about having the right mind towards the Lord, right? So what else have we got? And it says, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, has revealed them to babes. Guess who the wise and prudent were? The wise and prudent were the Pharisees. They were wise and prudent. That have hid these things from the wise and prudent. The Pharisees were wise and they were prudent. What were they prudent in? They were prudent in matters. Remember, they were religious leaders. They dealt with the law. In other words, they were your judges. The Pharisees were your judges, man. But look how they judged. They weren't judging right. They were flipping corrupt. There was all types of corruption going on with them. You had the corrupt police officers in the camp. You had spies. You had agents. You had blackmail going on. That's why it says extortion. Extortion is blackmail. So a lot of these men in the truth have a lot of dirt on each other, man. A lot of these men in the truth have a lot of dirt on each other, man. So if you were excommunicated from a camp, still make amends. And I want to say something as well. I kind of never left on a. It wasn't really a good note. I'm not gonna lie. A brother was saying to me like, don't you want to come to camp with me and talk about it? Again, I want to apologize to that brother. I came under our brother. What's his name? Is it Lahab? Is it Lahab or Ma'ad? Ma'ad. I forgot his name. Ma'ad. And I could have left on a better note. Right, so my apologies to the brother Ma'ad. I came under this man's tutelage. Yes, he taught me a lot. He taught me how to move in certain ways. He taught me a lot, and I continue teaching the words. You still see me today. I haven't changed anything within the doctrine. When I left, I continue teaching the word as I should be, and my apologies. Could have left off on a better note, and I should have came there and spoke to the brother about it. Could have been dealt with in a different way, but my thoughts still haven't changed on the things that were going on within that camp, let alone Great Millstone. It's still there because when I left, these things were happening, and it got confirmed that a lot of things were happening. Brothers, if you have a gift, right? Really, if you have a gift and you have a camp, men are supposed to be happy, you're supposed to be growing. That wasn't happening. So you can have a brother that's fully gifted within the camp, right? And other men, they start to covet, get jealous, envious. Then certain things start happening behind closed doors. Deals start getting made, and a lot of betrayal. That's the thing that you don't see, right? So anyway, let's continue, Baba Kusha. But again, to Wadaton brothers, I don't hold grudges. I never got disgruntled when I was no longer a part of a so-called camp. I don't get this. I continue teaching the words. Then all of a sudden, the Lord was increasing me in more knowledge, because the Lord needs you to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling as well. He needs that. That's required. Work out your own stuff with fear and tremble. So he wants you to fear and tremble and work out that salvation. Right? You're going to have men around you. What happens when them men are no longer there? Are you still going to have faith? This is what you don't really know if men have faith, because they always have men around them. Do you really have faith when nobody else is watching? Huh? Do you still have that faith when nobody else is watching? This is what it comes down to. It's easy to have faith when you got another man around you patting you on the back and you're in a circle, right? But when nobody else is looking, when no one else is around you in your everyday life, do you still have the works of faith. So let's continue on this Baba Kishar. Matthews 11. And concerning me being reconciled, would I ever go back to the camp? I don't know. Who knows? The Lord can have it where a man left the camp and the Lord can have you back in the camp. The Lord can have that happen. I don't know. But most of the time, if you know the Lord got you out of a camp, I don't know. I don't think he'd want you to return you back to it. Okay? So this is Matthews 11. And jump to verse 26. Even so, Father, for it seemed good in thy sight, all things. It seemed good in the Heavenly Father's sight to give this wisdom to young men, babes, young men. And not give it to the. It seemed good in his sight because he uses the things that are foolish of this world to confound the things that are wise. I want to give it to him. I want to give it to her. I want to give this wisdom to him. The ones that think, nah, he doesn't deserve that wisdom. And it says, all things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father, neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. So the Son has revealed the Father to us. Most of them coming out now? Yeah, you got more of them coming out now. What's the time, babe? What's the time? 9:37. There's some lazy buggers, isn't it? These people are lazy. They're bloody useless. Anyway, all jokes aside, man. They're useless. Anyway, let's continue, Mama Kasha. Where was it? Come unto me, all ye that labor. Come unto Yahushua. We're laboring right now. This is labor. I know a lot of you just see the little glitz and glamour. Oh, it looks good. He's on tripod. He's doing a tripod. No. There's things that go into it. There's a whole load of discipline. We catch a lot of hell. We catch a lot of afflictions. That part you don't see. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rests. So come unto Yahushua. He's inviting us. You're heavy laden. You're dealing with things. Give that to me. The Lord wants to give that to him, Yahushua. Please, I'm dealing with this situation. I'm dealing with that. I'm going to give it to you, Yahushua, and you're going to deal with it. Take my yoke, and I will give you rest. The Lord gives us rest. The Lord gives us rest. In him, you got to find that rest is in him. You're not going to find rest in this world because the world is chaotic. The world is a lot of confusion. You're not going to find rest here. This world doesn't want you to be at rest. It wants you to be constantly in anxiety, panic, doubt, uncertainty. The Lord wants you to have rest in him, because if you can have rest in him, then the things that everybody else is doing shouldn't really bother you because you have rest in him. This is our assurance, not the world, because the world this world will eat you up and spit you back out. This world will eat you up and spit you right back out. That's what it's done to these people. It's ate them up and spit them back out. Like they're all coming out now. they're all coming out now. Right, we're gonna stop soon. We're gonna shut off soon, innit? Because I need to preserve my energy as well. And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. Take my yoke upon you. Take the Lord's yoke upon you. This is the yoke. A yoke is a form of discipline, right? Now it's a chain. A yoke's a chain to bow down your neck. Discipline. And learn of me. Why don't most men bring this out? And learn of me. The Lord wants us to learn of him. You're supposed to learn of Yahushua. What did he go through? What's his characteristics? Where did he grow up? How was he conducting himself? What was he doing? What did he do? What did he not of me? Does it say learn of your camp member? I don't say that. Well, maybe learn of your camp member. Learn of this. You learn of me. You learn of Yahushua. All right? For I am meek, humble. For I am meek. So that's one of the attributes we want, is meekness. And lowly in heart, in mind. right? And you shall find rest in your souls. So you're going to find rest in your souls as well. For I am meek and lonely, and you're going to find that rest that you need, that comfort in your souls, right? The Lord gives us comfort, but you got to seek it out of the scriptures. We're going to shut off. For my yoke is easy, but we make it difficult. See, when you take things on yourself, another thing I've realized, don't stop saying, I'm going to do it this way, I'm going to do it. The Lord's going to do it. For my yoke is easy. You got to give that yoke to Yahweh Shai. It's easy if you give it to him. It's hard if you think you can do it yourself. And my burden is light. The burden is something. Example, I've got a backpack. That could be a burden upon your back, right? It's where his burden is light. You give your burden to Yahweh Shai. Cast thy burdens unto the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. So if we want to lessen that burden, you give it to the Lord Yahweh Shai, and he lessens it. All goes back down to faith. So I hope this was edifying, right? And Lord willing, we're going to start coming out here more early now, right? And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom, and you brothers stay safe out there, man, because you know they're watching us, bro. The whole world's watching. But don't worry about that, man. Just teach this truth, and listen, the Lord's going to come through for us, man. And Lord willing, 2025, that will be the year. Who knows? Or 2026. But the Lord Jehovah Shai, he's on his way, and the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So I want to say all honors and praises and glory belongs to my Lord and Savior, whose name is Yahweh, by Sham, Yahweh Shai, by Hasham, Wahar Vakar Kwadash. Until the next time, Shalom. Shalom.